Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm Hambbage, and I'm glad you're here. Hope your Halloween holiday is spooktacular, just like the ooh spooky splash screen we got here. And we may meet some new special friends here on our adventure today. As anyone who watched the previous episode may know, we are deep in the Nether and about to dive in on our newly discovered Nether Fortress here. And we kind of set ourselves up a bit here, but what we hadn't done was to change out our wow, hang on. To change out our loadout or put any of this extra gear away. So let's throw down our ender chest. First thing I want to do is get this, and I want to grab our secondary sword. And where and how we use that? Not too sure yet. Okay, then we've got this box and this box. And what do we want to do? Guess we'll just put all these here. This can go in the toolbox, actually. We've got it out. That can go away. Alright. We have got... I don't know where to put this exactly. Maybe here? Let's try that. And... I don't know how quick we're gonna work through our bows. Power punch, flame, infinity. Oh, this one doesn't have any punch. Alright. And this one doesn't have any punch. Infinity, flame. Okay. Okay. Good ways off. Not that far, apparently, though. Oh. Good way to warm up things. Just a touch. Yeah, with our bow down, I mean, we've faced this several times in the past where we've done repairs and kind of wondered at this. These can both hang, right? They're good. But let's get this put away. Let's get this. This may be a bit perilous. Normally, I wouldn't start. I'm gonna sip some tea here while I hang out with you guys. It's really hot. So it's early, which is one consideration. But I want to get a couple episodes up here on fairly short order, and then kind of go about my day. And I think two will probably be about the top. So first things first. Should we get the spyglass for pictures? We got everybody in their costumes, right? It's like it's like when you're in your costume and your folks are like, all right, hang on, before you go outside and get it all ruined, I want to get a quick picture of you. There we go. I'll turn this way. Whoa! That was weak. I never even took a picture. I was waiting for him to turn around. Okay, let's deal with this right now. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that was definitely slow reaction time. get enough blazes from the regular spawning. So sad, though, that our little Wither Scully friend with his pumpkin mask went away. He must have had to go trick-or-treating or something. Alright, now this was our way back. Really? I heard it from a distance and was like, alright, well, let's just see. See what we got here. Now what I have, okay, this is the path into the deal. Why does all of this seem so, I mean, that's clearly it, but, oh, maybe we've gone upstairs and done that little bit of explore on the at the end of the last episode. Maybe that's why I'm a little turned around. Alright, no worries there then. And we can grab some of this quartz at some point. There we go. Hey. Hey, you. Oh. Wasn't what I wanted to do. Hey. Alright, I took a bunch of pictures. So we got Wither Skelly with pumpkin mask. I heard. Oh, he dropped down. There you go. Come here. Oh, now you can't get back in? Come on up. Come on. It's just coal. Okay, we can leave the coal. So we got one of our special Halloween friends. Man, mobs are being weird here today. It's a bit messy, but I don't think it's blocking off any access that's all that great. Now let's go spend our time on the inside. Okay, so there's a zombie pigman with the pumpkin mask and an enderman with no spirit at all. Couple of you guys. I'm a little worried about that enderman getting upset and coming after me. Easy. He'll probably be back. Although I don't hear the, rage sound. It's kind of interesting. Fill in these little holes. By far the least dangerous part of this entire fortress. Alright, now what I really wanted to do was get a snapshot of a buddy in his, oh, this is going to be so difficult. Where are you going? Get somewhere and chill for a second, dude. Where are you going? Oh, you're going all the way downstairs? Oh, now, of course, there's Wither Skelly sounds. Alright, let's try this. Oh, no. Ah, come on. What? That was just me hitting the wrong key and surprising myself. Alright, where are they? This was really a bad idea for the very first thing of the day. There's a regular Skelly. Where are they all at? I hear it. also trying very hard not to lose my way here. Are there, like, rooftop wither skellies? Yes. That was laggy and odd. Why won't my arrows go anywhere? Maybe it's just the fence? Stop it! Nobody wanted to hang out with blazes who can't wear Halloween costumes anyway. Oh, my buddy with his mask just left. Dude. Oh, we got this guy over here. Look, all I want to do is get some Halloween selfies. Can you guys not cooperate with me on this? Just for a minute? Then you can go get your candy. Alright, hold still, dude. Stop running off all over the place. He's off trying to trick or treat. There. Look this way. Oh, come on. Come on. That's good. Oh my goodness. So difficult. Ooh, what's all this? Oh, this was, I am really, I don't know if it's the keyboard or the lack of caffeine or what. Let me try to resettle. I'm going to shift the chair, adjust the keyboard. Oh, no, that didn't help. What's going on? Oh, and then there's another fence. Because that's going to be a blaze spawner. That's almost a costume. Can the skellies wear like a wither skelly hull? Why would it just move away? Oh, it's a lot. Oh! Good grief. Also, hold on. How loud are we here? Doesn't seem like we're that loud, but... Oh man, this guy's already out there flanking me. There's one. Get... Oh, why can't I... Start all over again. Is there another bar out there? There is. I keep hearing that lava slime, which I assume is up on top, scaring me. There we go. Now... I don't know why he doesn't just go around to jump on me. Or you, but I'm kind of happy. Are there fences up there, maybe? Again, counterproductive because they're allowing more blazes to spawn. What? Where did you come from, pig? Look, no more. Enough is enough. I don't know if that was that one or a different one, but... Alright, we're getting there. Is that a baby? That's a baby pig. Get... Alright. It's all fine. Ooh, there's some... Nope, not this way. This is a little mazy. Okay, there's a skelly, regular skelly in costume. Now, aren't there, or maybe that's just everyday occurrences. Oh, oh, oh boy. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Just sitting here taking a beating, not even worried about my health. Not the best plan. Alright. That was nice to see your costume. Thanks for... Oh no. Is he mad? No, he's not mad. Should be. Probably. I would be. But that's why I am not a zombie pigman. Can't just put emotion and reason aside like they do when deciding who they want to slaughter and who they're just gonna... Ha! Alright, let's, man, I don't really want to break that bow, but these are the places where they clearly get eaten. Anything back here? Just some random gold and quartz and stuff. We'll get that later. Let's go back down here. I think this is the way we'd come, right? Yep. Alright, so right to get back up. Wart. Haven't been up here. More wart, more up. Like I said, this one is incredibly vertical, isn't it? Oh, excuse the cough again. Like I said, I went with tea. It's, to start, I've got... there was a hot beverage production facility going on here as I was getting ready to go. I made a cup of tea because ironically, I was like, oh, I just want something I can do quick and easy. And then I still was like, I'm going to want coffee. So I have coffee in reserve. Okay, that's all of that. I have a fresh pitcher of iced tea brewing. So really, I'm going to be well set for beverages, but I'm actually kind of anticipating a pretty full slate of NFL watching today. I have, that's too instinctive. Okay, now... This was our way back, right? So let's go here. Now we are straight from that gateway. Once again, sounds like more on top of us, which, as you all know from the actual farm, is why it's much more efficient to do wither skellies, and any other mob-focused grinding, where we've cleared the floors and kind of set up all our loops and wide ranges of view to accommodate them. And yeah, we get a lot more lava slimes and that kind of stuff we end up having to deal with, but it works out pretty good. So for a photo album, we've gotten Skelly with pumpkin on head, Wither Skelly with pumpkin on head, and Zombie Pigman with pumpkin on head. I still thought that we had. Did I miss a section? Maybe I didn't. I've done all that. That's kind of meh. We do still have to do all this, but we hardly had any combat. And never really got a chance for skulls or any of that kind of stuff. Alright, where you at? Got a little safety basin here to work from. Safety first, remember. Even amid the candy rush, our number one priority is don't die. Okay, now that's good. Thought we had more, more to gather. We'll try to do that, and this is the good chance for us to end up with a bit more combat, right? As we're focused on gathering the ores, not really worried about who and what's around us. Get a little surprise danger. Come on, get. I know you're up here. Ha 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 ha. As I said before, don't really want to get over. Did he pick up that blaze rod? He did. But then he dropped it again. Just reinforcing our lesson with the tier the other day. That was cool. I don't know, guys. I think we've kind of played this out, haven't we? We'll, I think, go for some lava slime combat, but then let's do a bit more of this. That. Bricks. Rack. Iron. Toss the sword. Okay, there's all that. tools. I don't think we're going to need that anymore. That's the smite. Just double checking it. Grab that back. Put this away. Can we? Let's do this. This. And then we can keep the golden quartz because we'll hopefully have a few more of those. Well, for one thing, any fortress starts to feel a little bit inefficient after you've set up others as a farm, right? Now, oh, that's just a regular guy. Pigman, not Piglin. Just checking a bit. I know as far as our quartz gathering goes, we've kind of got it done. You know what? Let's go back to our path and we'll cut through the bottom of this to the next area and see if we can grab up some more goodies as we go underneath here. Right? That'll be a good. And then when we, because we're early in this episode, I have a feeling. 27 minutes, yeah. So if we do another 20, extending the tunnel, see what we see, have adventures and good times, and then depending on how all this goes, everything's subject to change, but do all that, then head back to the base, and then we can do our processing and hopefully roof building in the next episode. And I think those will be my two. That's how I kind of saw this going, but I didn't expect. I thought we'd kind of be in that fortress and tied up with it for most of this episode, and then just headed back. But we're too good. I guess that's what the world is trying to tell us. You're too good to just spend an entire episode in another fortress. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we include bridges in all that? I was hoping this would go a little further after all that running around on top of nether wastes that we've done. I thought we had space to work with. Appears I was wrong. There's some quartz, though. The only bit we've seen so far. Let's see what all we've got here. Finish here. Back to the quartz. And probably some lava. No. Okay. So, what do we have, and is it worth journeying into the yonder? It's gonna clip basalt. We've got 2 stacks. Let's give it a try. Yeah, going fast through the underground was something I was kind of down with for Halloween. I don't know about this. This may just be a one wide exploratory strip. We'll see if that gets us connected to anything. Unfortunately, we already see that behind me to the right. If the blocks are in my right hand and I'm backing up, then on that side and behind me, or what I'm approaching, is basalt delta, and that means magma slimes, or magma cubes, or as I call them, lava slimes. And they love to appear without warning when they're moving through the lava because they don't make the splatty jumping noises and knock us off and then start hitting us with damage. So, kind of happy I have the golden apples on the toolbar, frankly. Not that we needed them for the wither skellies. Alright, so what did this get us to, if anything? Well, that's good. We seem to have passed by the basalt delta unscathed. Man, I wish I had that spyglass again. So there's just an edge. I think I can barely see that either. I'm pointing. It's too dark to really see, but I think over on the left we see some foundations of the fortress. Here we go. They're a little more clear now. So that was where we were just exploring. There's some of the warped forest that was on the edge of it. And I guess, no, there is some basalt delta there. It just never really comes into play. And we get more... Oh. Warped there. Let's try this. This is where things could all start going wrong very quickly. I had a saying once. It wasn't like something I ran around saying all the time or anything like that, but one of my lifelong best friends is a girl that we started kindergarten together, and our parents went to the same church. And so, we as kids that age, I mean, I can't say that I recall any of this perfectly or anything, but we as kids in the same elementary school or kindergarten knew each other from Sunday school. So, as much as anybody at that age, when you're learning, your whole point of school is kind of to learn how to interact with other kids and be around people and all that good stuff. We were already kind of, hey, I know you and you know me. This is cool. So we've always kind of been like that. Well, then she her parents moved away um, for a lot of our elementary years. And some kind of little kids like, all right, well, I guess that's the end of that. You don't have any control over who you get to see or where you get to live or any of that. You're a kid. You're kind of along for the ride, which is something I find kind of interesting about people. I again don't have my own kids, so I can't speak from any kind of authority. And I'm not saying that people are wrong to do this, but I find it odd when some of my adult friends have been like contemplating buying a new house or something like that, and they're like asking their kid about it, and it's like, I get, the kid wants a new bedroom or something like that. They're children. They're gonna adapt. Sometimes you're the parent, and if you need to justify something, okay, whatever you got to do to make yourself sleep well at night. But that's the whole idea of being an emancipated minor. When you haven't reached that point, you're still a custodial care item of your parents. You don't get choices or decisions, and your parents ultimately should be making the right decisions for your family. That's the law understands, applies, and hopefully, I think that's what most of us would hope is going on. So yeah, parents are the ones that are like, you can't have cake for breakfast. You need some grains and protein and fruits and vegetables and a balanced diet. You don't just live on sugar alone, even though you'd like to. Weird message for Halloween, right? But hey, it's something. So anyway, as far as and I don't remember any of this moving away or anything. It wasn't like we were that close, but being friends, we moved away. It was one of those first kids that like, oh, all right, bye kind of deal. But then I don't know what all the circumstances were, but she ended up back in my hometown. I don't remember how long it was, but certainly by like junior high age. And again, parents came back to the same church my parents went to, and so we did youth group stuff together and kind of grew up through that middle school or junior high for those of us who have one age. So that is more Basalt Delta than I thought. We certainly may have to go further out here. And we're at about 40 minutes, so I think we'll just begin this return journey now, rather than fooling with a bunch more boxes or any of that kind of stuff. Although, you see that quartz over there? Let's see if we can get through this gravel. Ooh, maybe it was gold. Maybe it's quartz and gold. That'd be good. Okay. We can at least make sure we have room by ditching some of these. And a little concerned about something like that happening. Let's get this done. Definitely. See, there was gravel. Why did the gravel last on the soul sand, but nowhere else? Does gravel not keep learning here? Right? So what happens if I do that? Those gravels continue. So maybe those fell and didn't get broken by my pick at all? I'm gonna guess that's what must have been the... Hey, look at that. Okay, now I still think there was some quartz over here too, right? Maybe not. There it is. So anyway, friend left, um, came back. We were whatever whatever romantic interest there was, kind of got sorted out when we were in the junior high type ages and all that. Um, and we kind of, by the time we got into high school, we actually kind of weren't that tight of friends. Of course, in high school, you have a much, at least in our area, you had a much bigger group of students in your high school than you did in your grade schools. I kind of switched I get church allegiance, if that's it. I grew up. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I grew up Presbyterian and moved from one church in the immediate area to another, mainly because some of the ski trips and things that they were doing out to the Mountain West, which again was a big part in my as I grew up in my knowing I wanted to live out here in Colorado or somewhere like it where there were mountains and everything else. Anyway, total random thing, but yeah, so I largely switched churches for that reason, and the one that I ended up going to actually had more students that were kind of from my area and my school, and the one that we'd grown up in was in a different town. Anyway, long story short, shorter, less long. When I came to Colorado and decided that I was going to go here for school, we found out, much to my surprise, that this lifelong friend that I really at that point kind of distant friend. It wasn't like we were in any kind of constant contact. That she was coming out here to go to school too, and it was very cool. We got to hang out. So we've had that kind of like always there for each other. Families know each other, and kind of could just be open about the whole guys and girls things. When she dated one of my fraternity brothers, and I think it was kind of in middle school, and I dated any of her friends, but we kind of had that. Hey, we're you women are so crazy. I know I don't get you, and can kind of no stakes and just laugh and talk about life and all that. And so I got to interestingly, I got to be a part of her wedding party. It was the only time I've ever quote unquote been a bridesmaid. A male attendant is what they call it. But yeah, she had a destination wedding in the islands, and so I went down to stand by her side and support her when she got married years and years and years ago. And now I think her kid is awesome. But anyway, years and years ago, when I was I was just starting dating a girl, and I don't know how we were having this conversation or whatever. But she said, oh, what's that scene like? What do you think? And I said, it's got an incredible chance of going horribly wrong. And she loved it. It was like, oh, that's one of my favorite quotes I've ever had. Told me years later, and I was like, it always reminds me, yeah, this has got an incredible chance of going horribly wrong. And I think that a lot in Minecraft. It reminds me of one of my great lifetime friends. So shout out to her and her family. Now, again, man, this is a long road. I'd forgotten. I don't think we got into any other stories or were distracted from it. Ooh, there's quartz. But I will update spooky, scary movies a little bit. Maybe we'll talk some more about them, or I'll remember others that I did watch, because it's kind of one of those falling asleep and watching stuff. So after the recorded episodes yesterday, I watched what could have been a horror. My Colorado Buffs playing Oregon on national TV, which I didn't realize at the time I stopped recording, and I was like, yeah, maybe back at halftime. Um, so watched all that, listened to a great hockey game, much better hockey game. Kind of reinstilled my joy of sports a little bit, so that was fun. And then I turned back to spooky, scary movies for Halloween. And I finished a movie that I had just started. I didn't realize how little of it I'd actually watched before I started to record. So I watched that first, which was Army of Thieves. And Army of Thieves, I didn't know was coming, but it's a prequel to last summer's or last spring's Army of the Dead movie, which was the zombie apocalypse set around in Las Vegas. Lots of CGI, it was very kind of actiony and special effectsy. And I thought it was a decently fun popcorn kind of scary movie. Uh, but in that movie, oh, stop. All right, look, I did it. I know. I sipped my coffee when I should have been focused on dealing with slimes. All right, y'all good? Good. So let's set things out here. This here. Let's get 3 of those. Remember, we got 1 more to go. Just see how far we get with this until we have to wrap up. And I haven't forgotten I'm talking about movies. I know sometimes I get distracted and then it'll be like 2 episodes later. I don't know that I ever finished that. All right, one last time check. I think that getting back was pretty quick. 48. So we got some time. Let's see how we can do on cleaning things up. Starters, we can go flints. Just trying to pull things that I have in my pockets. And then pork. Not real happy about doing those. We can do these. I'm trying to get the stuff that isn't going to involve a ton of trips for us. Or is stuff over in that row. I know the pork doesn't exactly fit that bill. Shroom lights do though, right? And I think everything else goes over in those far areas. Oops. It's up there. More flint. Slime. Leather. Shroom lights. See, like how I remembered that one? That was a trick. I guess we'll come over here and at least regain some of our space. We can put this away and then these go here. All right. Now here. We got 3 of those, huh? All right. We gotta go upstairs anyway. Is there any other upstairs stuff out of all this? We've now got stuff to clean all those. Down here, down here, down here. Let's take... and we can take these. I don't know that we have a spot for those down here. Downstairs. everything. Okay, up we go. We'll be right back. Actually, hold on. Switch to that to start. Might as well cook these while we're doing the others. Again, for anybody who hasn't heard me talk on it before, we have tiers. Oh, I didn't grab the blaze rods. Might as well throw those in there, though. Save a trip. My plan or my approach to cooking gold and all that. Fortune on all the regular ores, except for the nether gold ore, because that cooks one block into one ingot. And if you fortunate, you will get lots of little nuggets, but you have to then form those into ingots. And so it's quicker time-wise, but slower in the long run. Okay, there's that. Or I guess just less yield. It's not slower at all. There's that. These. Put these down here. And gravel. Why not? Alright, everything good up here? Some folks may not have seen up here. Oh. I thought I had frames up here. Did I move those somewhere? Are they in the goodie box? It's not a big deal. We can make another one, but I just thought we had a pretty good stack of them. Guess not. Alright, one leather. Some sticks. Frame. And sadly, maybe we are going to be able to do this. Did I put them in the animal box? Yeah. Yeah, that's just bow. Now, I know I can't do this. Right? Oh, I can. Alright, well, this is going to be the most ridiculous naming of an item ever, but it was our very first bow. In fact, let's call it very first bow. And we're going to retire it here on Halloween. What, episode 259, I think? Maybe? I don't know. I usually double check those when I'm about to post them. Well, very first bow, commemorated and remembered. And of course, we have Zap Brannigan's stick to commemorate our lightning struck buddy. All right. Well, that was good and fun. We don't need this name tag. Let's put that back. Leave these chests out, and I will try not to forget that I have them out here. When we process stuff, this time we may do some coal, and I'll try to remember not to make it into blocks, but bring it upstairs for torches. So we don't quite have a full stack. We see nothing there. We'll do all that in the next episode. But yeah, that with a fortune pick will get transformed pretty quickly. How we doing? That was a little play around time. It should have enough if we go quick. Boom. So movies. Watched Army of Thieves. Thought it was pretty good, actually. It's actually a different director. As far as I could tell, it's the main actor in it actually directed it as well. And I don't know anything about the guy other than he was in there. Maybe he's been in other stuff that I just don't recognize or am not as familiar with. But he was certainly a funny, kind of interesting character in that Army of the Dead movie. And I don't know, through the production company or whatever, but he I believe directed and starred in this prequel that tells the story of this safecracker, relatively minor character that was in the zombie apocalypse movie. And I thought it was just a cool way to expand out a kind of one-off universe, right? It's not like Marvel or something like that where you got origin stories and all this building stuff for a million different movies. Nah, I don't think it will ever be that. But they took I don't know how successful or not it was, but kind of very hyped zombie movie and made what's not at all a zombie movie, although there's tons of tie-ins and little peripheral bits along the way. Um, that let you know that universe is the same one and the stuff's going on. And of course, it all comes together in the end to lead to the upcoming movie. But it really tells a very different story with this common character. Love when movies do stuff like that, and when they don't fall all over themselves trying to gratuitously make it something more tied in than it wasn't, and I don't know. I thought it was very good. It was either just new to the Amazon originals or trending. I can't remember if it was actually trending. That was a weird place to start grab some stuff from. But Army of Thieves, I would definitely recommend it as a throwaway watch. Right? Not going to change your life. Not going to be one. If you miss it, you're going to be totally out of the loop and not able to have conversations with your friends. I don't think, but still pretty good. And I would say that the star is an up and coming name you may want to keep an eye on, right? And probably going to do some more stuff. And the co-star, I love her. I'm awful with names. I haven't even tried to think of who the the German named main star is either. Just bad at all those. But one of the best parts of that movie is I don't think any of this is spoilers, but it's the safe cracker from the previous movie, right? That was his role. His whole job in this was to go into this Vegas zombie apocalypse and break into a safe. Crazy, world famous safe, as it turns out. And this prequel is kind of how he gets in a position to have done that. And at the very beginning, he's a complete unknown, right? He's just this guy that has always liked fiddling with locks as a kid, and um, is really good, really good at it. And he makes YouTube videos to talk about locks and how he cracks them and all this kind of stuff, the history of certain locks and all that. That's kind of where it starts from. But he does all this thing, and it's like, oh, it's so way too close to home. He's sitting there like, all right, all my viewers, you guys are awesome. So great. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye. And then he gets done. He posts the video and he goes to check it. It's like 0 views. And as the movie gets going, he gets a comment on one of the videos, and he's like, um, it totally catches him off guard, and he goes and looks like, oh my God, somebody actually commented on one of my videos. That's awesome. Like, yeah, I know how that goes. I can cut a little close to home, but in a good way. And I think this is going to just about wrap us up. I'm sure we probably went just a hair over. Got some stone in here, I know. Get that sorted back out to its correct place. I don't have a pick in hand. All right, well, that should make... Let's get the soul sand put away. This should make everything in the next episode flow a little more smoothly. We'll be able to focus just on the quartz and then get to the barn building. Try not to forget that we have stuff upstairs in the ovens. Actually, we just have one thing in the oven, but we've got chests on the floor that I would prefer not to finish the barn, get out on a new adventure, and then realize we don't have those supplies with us. All right. Can we get this set? I'm sure we're going long now, but it's Halloween, so ha! I'll just eat a little extra candy. Too many things to do. I want to refill that stone box. If we're long, we're already long. Go. I know, dog. I know. There. Tools. We're going to want that for our fortune pick. We are going to want to continue to repair that and repair that. And all the rest of that stuff is fine. All right. I don't know how much over or under we are, but 104. A little long. Sorry about that, guys. So, Army of Thieves, definitely check it out. Definitely, if you don't catch the next video, whenever it does come out, have a wonderful Halloween. If you guys are headed out and are of appropriate age to be whooping it up in the neighborhoods and on the streets, be safe out there. If you are a bit older and heading out to parties or whatever else, as I said in a previous video, remember, be responsible and safe. Take an Uber, take a Lyft. Train, bus, whatever you got in your particular home. If you're going to go lift a few glasses to celebrate the holiday and get in costume and stuff like that, have an awesome time and be safe about doing it. Anyway, you guys take care. Appreciate you all. as was it something Dieter? Ludwig Dieter said, that's the character name. I appreciate you all, and bye. See you next time. Oh, and thank you. There you go. Take care, guys.